Hello, welcome to Dubai. Today with another special video, a watch collection from a good friend and somebody I've been admiring for a long time on Instagram. I'm here with Hassan Akhras. How are you, friend?
How are you, buddy?
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And good to finally talk about your watches. I always see them online and you always have the quirkiest stuff, colors. You also love to dress up nicely. And thank you also for organizing this location.
Oh, my pleasure.
Can you tell us where we are? Because it smells good and it has beautiful clothing.
We're here in City Walk in Amr Aj's boutique. He's my tailor, actually, so he does all of the stuff you see on my videos. So I really like the guy, I respect him, and he has a beautiful space to use for a shoot, for cigars, for any occasion.
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, I love locations like these because there's so much stuff I can use for like watch photography, videography.
Yeah, a lot of props also.
Exactly. But tell us, how did you start collecting watches?
So I started as a kid. I really loved watches when I was at school. I used to collect, the normal stuff before, the Casios, the Seikos, all those, And then the passion grew with time. I think it hits more of a more peak level at university, because I was working a little bit, so I had a little bit more money to buy more watches. I was researching more, reading more, so I got really into it. And then 2014 is when I started Arab Watch Guide professionally, I would say. And this thing then hit off way more. It kind of accelerated everything around that. We established this 10 years ago, 2015. So we're actually celebrating this year our 10th anniversary.
So there's a special watch coming.
So there is a special watch coming in a few weeks. And yeah, it's called Arab Watch Club. And the idea was to have collectors from around the region, not just Dubai. So I live in Dubai, but most of the collectors are regional. So they could be in Lebanon, they could be in Saudi, Kuwait, Qatar, all around.
Nice.
So that was the idea.
And you make special editions, which you have here.
I've brought a few for you.
Plus, I see some very cool indies here. Some watches that I didn't know you even have, which is a nice surprise.
Yeah.
And
which one?
A nice Patek. I mean, the Roger Dubuis.
Yeah, that's a new acquisition.
Because if we start with this, maybe I rarely see a Roger Dubuis in the wild. If I do, it's the vintage ones,
the vintage ones,
neo-classic ones, neo-vintage ones. What was the story about this one?
Honestly, I've always loved Roger Dubuis. I love their earlier versions, the homage, and as you said, the vintage and the smaller pieces. But ever since they got into cars and Lamborghini partnerships and all that, I like it. It was a bit too big. It is still too big. It's a 45mm watch. But ever since they launched this in 2022, it's the Hurricane version, Excalibur. I don't know, I fell in love with this watch. I found it very versatile and easy to wear for me. But I waited until I got the right offer, I would say, and I bought this recently. So I'm enjoying it at the moment. It's in the honeymoon phase of the watch at the moment.
So very cool. I like it. It's very symmetrical.
Yeah.
So we spoke about you making limited editions with your club, and you've brought a few here with us. And the one I remember the most from this batch, first of all, the Armin Strom was one of my
it was my first one.
Yeah, and the colors are beautiful.
Yeah, it was. I've done that in 2014. It was my first special edition ever with any brand, and it was a very interesting experience because Armin Strom at that time wasn't very well known, even for collectors. So it was quite interesting to be able to collaborate with the brand, redesign the watch. They were super open to do anything we wanted, and then also to kind of present it to the collectors and see how they react. Would they like it? Would they buy an Armin Strom? Because I didn't even ask them. I just did it on my own. So I didn't even ask the collectors if they want to buy Armin Strom.
You didn't pre-sell the edition?
No,
basically.
I literally did this on my own and kind of had a leap of faith with it.
Beautiful. I remember the mix of the blue colors and the beryl were yellow.
This was 2018, and I think this was our number 4 edition, if I'm not mistaken. And again, we did this with Project 8 in Bahrain. So they were the retailers at that time.
They're great.
Ali is a good friend of mine, and we discussed it. And he said, you know what, I want to do an HYT, but I want to do something that speaks to our region. And if you look at the dial, it's basically kind of like a Damascus steel pattern. But also because of the beige color, it could be interpreted as waves, as the sand waves. And then we picked the oil color to be blue, so it kind of contrasts properly. And of course, the Arabic numerals, or the Eastern Arabic numerals.
It's gorgeous, and they're engraved,
and they're engraved on the dial, and it's a big watch again, but because there are no lugs, it sits perfectly on the wrist.
The movement is one of my favorites still.
This is one of the most exciting movements I've ever seen.
Like when I started, doing this whole watch journey in Basel 2016, I remember going to HYT, seeing their watch for the first time. I was like, wow, this is like a
Very
small
exciting
factory in the back, you know. It's beautiful. And then another piece here, which I don't remember seeing at all, is this
The
Piaget.
Piaget. Piaget is one of our latest, so it was just a few years ago. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Piaget never did a polo edition for any club before. So when we came with the idea, I didn't want to do this one first. My first idea was completely different. I wanted to do a small polo, not a chronograph, with a rainbow dial, like rainbow indices or the bezel.
Okay.
But when we started working on it and I started asking the guys, do you want to, would you wear something like this with gemstones? So I got the very tough feedback, like, no, we don't want gemstones. We want something more simple, more elegant. So I completely changed it into this khaki salmon dial chronograph. We did, I think, 35 pieces of these. So it was a very, very nice project.
Beautiful. It's a nice color combination. Huh?
If you do salmon or turquoise, like they're always going to do well.
You're good, yeah. Beautiful. With the Arabic.
Yeah. It has the Arabic numerals, the date as well.
And then a brand which I love a lot.
Angelus. I really like this watch.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Diver tourbillon.
It's a diver and a tourbillon, so you can imagine how robust it is. And it's titanium, so it's very, very light. You can check it out like on your wrist.
Yeah.
And what we did something very cool for this one. If you look at the dial, from 1 to 15, you have the numbers in Arabic, and then they continue again.
Yes.
So that's a combination of two types of numerals. Skeletonized, again, a peppermint color. We like green in this region, so you see a lot of green hints in most of the editions. We try to kind of embed it. But this watch, is one of my favorites we've worked on.
And I love Hindu-Arabic numerals. I think they look so cool. I have maybe 8 watches with them. So
with Hindu-Arabic?
Yeah. I just like how they look.
Yeah.
And then a watch which I used to own, but the chronograph version, Oris.
Pointer
bronze.
dates. Yeah. So this is the edition that we launched in Dubai Watch Week 2 years ago. And we did the party in Dubai Watch Week.
Okay.
Remember when it was raining? The day that rained?
Yeah.
So we were supposed to do the event during that night. And we were panicking the whole day because the restaurant ceiling got kind of screwed from the rain.
Yeah.
But they fixed it immediately, and we had a very cool party, and we launched this watch. And that was a collaboration that I actually designed with Mohammed Sadi. I wanted to do something with bronze, and he had an initial design that he worked on with that color of the dial. So he had something purple, and I told him, okay, you know what? I just want to change the numerals completely. So if you see the configuration, it's not the usual 3, 6, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9,
like
12, sorry. It's different, yeah.
Like a square almost.
Exactly. So they've never done that before. And something very cool they did, we rebranded the logo of Oris in Arabic.
Yeah.
So we redesigned it. And then now if you look at it, it's written in Arabic. So this is the official logo for them, for Oris, if they ever use an Arabic watch.
So, but this didn't exist before.
No.
Right? You had to.
We had to assign, so they work with Wissam Shaukat. He's a calligrapher, and he's one of the, I think, most well-known calligraphers in the region who's done other brands like Chopin, Cartier, and all those. And he worked on this, and he redesigned the logo.
And you're a very big Cartier collector.
Yeah, I love Cartier.
And you have probably one of the most special orders.
Yeah, kind of.
Because
I try.
I wanted to get one in Switzerland. I think it's like 1 or 2 per year allocation.
Yes, it's
Whole
not easy.
Country, you're like just chucking them out. It's nice to see them in person. What was the first one here from those two? The Crash or the Asymmetric?
From these two, the Crash was the first one. The Asymmetric was the last one we got last year.
Was this one for you or for the club?
Just for me, yeah. I commissioned it in 2021. And it was, I think it was just the right time, the right moment with the Cartier team, because I was in Geneva when I asked for it. We were at the manufacturer and we were the team with a lot of the guys were there, were visiting because we were doing the Pasha special edition for the club. And we met the team from HQ. I was sitting at lunch and I was asking them, like, if I want to do a Crash.
Just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, just hypothetically. Can I do any color I want, or does it have to be always platinum, with a white dial or silver dial? And they're like, no, you can do whatever you want, but it needs to fit our DNA as well. So I said, they're like, what do you have in mind? I want British green dial with like yellow golds, an all green watch. And they smiled, they're like, it could be done, it's doable, like talk to the UAE team and put an order if you want, and we'll see if we can make it happen. So I was like, this is exciting. Yeah.
I need the contact from UAE team.
Yeah. But they were with us in the trip.
Yeah.
So I said, did you hear that?
You're like, guys, did you hear?
So exactly. And we went for dinner and I told him, okay, this is what I want to do. If it's doable, can we like make
Yeah,
it,
like
put
ASAP.
it into an action so nobody changes their mind. And then honestly, a year later, yeah, I got this. I
Sick.
got it.
It's beautiful.
It's one of my favorite Cartiers ever.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it a lot as well. But for me, this is like a true collector's piece, you know. And then also a very cool asymmetrique.
Yeah, so this is the club edition. It's the last one. We did 3 with Cartier. This was 2024.
So this was a club edition.
So this is a club edition. We did it in yellow gold and platinum. And what's really special about it is the numerals. So these are the original Arabic numerals.
Hindu Arabic.
Well, they're called Arabic numerals.
for my comment.
I mean, we're gonna get into semantics now. But this was the first. So they're designed by Al-Khwarizmi, and he's a philosopher and an algebra, the father of algebra. And he designed these numerals. If you look at them, they're geometric. So actually, it's based on corners. These were our numerals a long time ago, and then they were transported to the east, to the west, for you guys. So that's why it's kind of a celebration piece as well.
With the rose in the middle, huh?
And the rose, yeah,
Homage to the CP line.
absolutely.
It's beautiful.
It's one of my favorite pieces.
And you also mentioned the 2 books on the table are actually
Yeah,
done by you.
I've started publishing books last year.
Yeah.
And these 2 were in Arabic, and they're collector books. So they're coffee table books, stories by local collectors. And they're splits by, so this is called in English, icons on your wrist. So basically we had 30 brands, and each brand picked 1 or 2 iconic pieces that represent them. And then we found the local collectors in the region that own these pieces.
Nice.
And they told us about their journey, how they bought it, why they bought that watch, what it means to them. So it's really tales from local collectors. And then the second book was jewelry. So that version of it was jewelry because we wanted to also speak about, you know, the ladies, the jewelry collectors in the region. So we did the same thing. We interviewed almost 25 ladies, have amazing collection, amazing pieces. And hopefully the next version will be in English.
And then we have an oddball here, which is weird because in the world of collecting watches, it's a huge brand. Patek Philippe.
Yes.
It looks a bit out of place in this box.
I love this watch. I love world time as a complication. And this has a very cool story because I was in Geneva during auction week. This is quite a long time ago. And it was in Sotheby's. So it was actually offered at Sotheby's. And I was with a friend of mine, and he had the paddle for to put the bids. I didn't. I just told him, okay, you have a certain limit. You can go up to there. Of course, he ignored me, and he kept bidding until he won the watch. And I forgot at that time, to be honest, when I bought it, I was still new to the auction world, and I completely forgot that there is a buyer's premium.
The fee, yeah.
So I always calculated the bid, not the price.
Which is a
the
lot,
buyer's
right?
premium. Yeah, it was almost 25% on top of that. But it holds a very nice memory as well, like the whole process of buying it and, you know, the experience. And I enjoy wearing this watch a lot as
It's
well.
a beautiful watch.
It's a
man.
classy watch. You can play around with the straps a lot.
And then we go to Japan.
Corona.
Corona Tokyo.
So I'm a big fan of Corona Tokyo.
You have a
Ever
lot,
since
huh?
they started, I've almost bought every single edition. Literally everything they've produced. So this is actually part of a trio, 3 watches that come in a box. They have the maquillé technique you see on the gold. They're not sold in public, so they're only sold in Japan. And the boxes, from what I've been told, there are only 8 boxes that were made. And a friend of mine was in Japan. He was at their salon, and he kept asking them, I want something unique for Japan. And they said, well, these are the pieces. Like, no, I want something unique.
Give me the good stuff.
Yeah, give me something from the back.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, we can show you, but we cannot sell these pieces. They're for like VIP clients, friends of the brand, etc. And he kept nagging and nagging and nagging. And actually, they sold him the box of 3. So when he came to Dubai and I saw them, I went nuts. I told him, I've never seen this. This is beautiful. Like, this is exactly what I want. So I texted the team in Japan. I told them, hey, I've seen, am I allowed to buy the box? And they said, okay, of course, like, you're a friend of our brand.
Like, how many you have? 20 pieces? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we know you very well. You love the brand. You've been supportive of us, so of course. So there are 3 versions. This is one of them. And I really, really enjoy wearing this watch.
After the Corona Tokyo, let's maybe go into something completely different. The Roman Gautier.
Gautier C.
Beautiful watch. Great sports daily watch. Huh?
It's a
How do you wear
beautiful
this?
watch. I wear this a lot, by the way, a lot. But it's funny because when he first released it, I went nuts about the movement. I love the way he does the movement, he designed and the finishing. But to be honest, when I first saw the dial, I wasn't convinced. I didn't like the star thing, and I was looking at it. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy wearing it or not. And I waited 2 years just contemplating the watch. And then, of course, he released a lot of different versions of it. But for me, this is the earliest one.
Yeah.
It kept in my mind. And then at some point at the beginning of the year, I said, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I really want this. And I enjoy it a lot. I wear it a lot, honestly.
It's beautiful.
It's very versatile, and it's funny because it kind of looks like a sporty watch,
Yeah.
but also it's very elegant. So you can actually wear it in somehow semi-suited like I am. It doesn't look very odd, you know.
Yeah. Plus, if you change the strap, you can
And then
change
you can,
the personality of it.
Yeah. I'm impressed how he did 2 movements in 2 years, and he shrank it by 30%. Because, you know, the original Mirage is bigger, and this is a 34 mm watch, and he had to redesign the movement. So when I spoke to him, I told him, did you redo the whole thing from scratch? Or he's like, yeah, I reduced the movement completely. And I wanted stone dials. This is really my first ever stone dial. And I like Tiger Eye. I think it's very elegant. It's very classy. So he had all the right elements, and it's very elegant. I think it's particular, again, because it's small, you need a small wrist. Luckily, I have a tiny wrist.
Yeah.
So I can wear this, and it suits my look. It suits the suits, you know, all that kind of aesthetic that I have. It's a very enjoyable watch. I think, yes, I've had both comments. Some people are like, it's too small. I wouldn't wear this, you know, it's overhyped. And some others went nuts over it. I want one, I want one. Can you sell it to me? Can you? So you get both sides of the
It's beautiful.
coin. But it's beautiful. The movement is amazing.
And it's so thin.
Yeah.
The movement's so thin. I think when I spoke to him, maybe this is the smallest balance wheel or something like this.
Yeah.
There's many elements which are like, he's like, nobody makes it smaller.
No.
You know, it's just gorgeous, man. And the stepped bridge here as well next to it, the symmetry. And then also a watchmaker which came on the scene and just exploded.
Yeah.
Exploded.
I love this watch.
And you've had it for a while, huh? It's not, you didn't get it recently, or did you?
No, I've received it in December.
Yeah.
So, but it's been on order for a long time. And this watch is stunning.
Yeah, it is.
And I think it's such a conversation starter for anyone who knows watches or who doesn't know watches. I don't know, when I wear it, it always captures the eyes. There's always somebody who's asking, oh, wow, what is this? Can you tell me more? Why is the dial like that? And of course, when you flip it and you look at the movement, then it's like endless.
The movement's beautiful, man.
The story behind it is great also, having all these artisans, you know, specialized in all these nitty-gritty elements of the movement and the dial. It's perfect story, I would say, for somebody getting into this industry.
And he's also very transparent about it as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
I like that. You don't hide anything. Like, this guy did this girl did that. You know, this is how it's built.
Today it's also hard to hide. Huh? I always, when I speak to young watchmakers, I always tell them, be as transparent as possible, because even if it's not communicated online, people and collectors talk behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And they know.
And people know today, yes.
Exactly.
You dig, even when now people say in-house movement, the guys are digging and then they'd be like, oh, but this is Selita base and you just have a module on top. Like, so it's better to just say it how it is.
Exactly.
People will respect you much more.
No, absolutely. And the side is nice with a little homage on his father.
Yeah.
Because he's a carpenter, basically, and they use this bow.
The details are fantastic, honestly, on this watch. And also, again, for me, I like to change straps. So sometimes one of the elements when I pick a watch is, can I diversify it with a lot of different strap colors, different strap variations? And this fits perfectly. I've already changed the strap like 5 times. Some good, some bad, but, you know.
So your quote unquote addictions are not just watches.
I have a few.
It's straps.
I have a few.
Suits.
Straps, suits, shoes, sneakers.
Lately, you said the brooches.
Brooches. I like brooches a lot.
And these are made in the region as well, no?
Yes, these are designed here and made here. And these are actually kind of inspired by my logo. My logo is an owl. And these are 2 owl faces that are representing, again, my logo. And they're made of diamonds, black diamond and white diamond. And then I like stones, so I've kind of added for this one, there's a citrine stone on it. But it's nice, it's very playful, I think.
Exactly.
And for guys, for gentlemen wearing suits or like, you know, shirts where you can kind of accessorize it, it's always a good way to add a little bit of twist. Also, part of that passion is to have fun, right? I know some people take it into as an investment.
Super serious,
And it's like very, if I wanted to do this, you would only see Pateks here, for example, right? Which is not my aim at the end of the day. I'm playful, I want to enjoy wearing the watches, I want to explore different watchmakers. The nice thing about independence is you create a personal relationship with these guys. Simon, I've met him, Sylvain as well. You have lunch with these guys. It's something nicer than always collecting the bigger brands and, you know, being part of that mainstream.
It also now, in the location we are at now, it makes sense as well because you love custom stuff and being close to the maker, and this is the same idea basically.
It feels it's kind of tailor-made for you. And it suits you, and you kind of, especially that some of these pieces you actually literally I was able to redesign them, so it gives a little bit of my touch, my personal ideas. So it's nice that also some of the collectors like that, they're part of that journey with me. You know, the club, they're always trusting my tastes because I don't always ask them.
Like hoping you don't go too crazy.
Yeah, I think this is always their question is like, what are you hiding for us? I'm like, wait, it's coming. Like, no flashy colors, okay?
No rainbow stuff.
No, no.
And also you have another passion which I share as well. Pens.
So I wouldn't say passion. I like to collect some pen. These are all Middle East editions, all Cartier. I like Cartier pen and Mont Blanc, but I have more of the Cartier ones.
So
again, it's part.
I have 50 pairs, but I'm not collecting.
But that one you're holding is very, very special because this was made for us, for the club. It was done with our Pasha watch, so they came together. And if you look at it, it has these patterns. It's called Mashrabiya pattern. So these are like the Islamic art designs you see in architectural buildings in the Arab world. And we were able to get Cartier to do one of these designs for us.
Beautiful.
And it's limited to 100 pieces, so it's actually numbered. Each pen is numbered out of 100.
Nice. So Hassan, what's the next limited edition you're launching?
So this is our 10th anniversary this year. So we worked with Parmigiani and we did a Tonda PF for the club. Nothing crazy, I would say, in the design, but at the case back, the rotor is redesigned with our calligraphy.
Nice.
And then also we did for the first time a matching clock. So the watch comes the wrist and the wall clock with the same dial, same design.
Cool. With the Tonda PF clock?
With the Tonda PF clock.
Nice. I like clocks.
Me too. And it's the first time we got the chance to actually ask a brand if we can match the watch with the clock, because not a lot of brands can do both. So it came, it's going to come together.
What's next? Any big projects coming up for you?
So this year we have plans to work with different partners. We try to diversify, I would say, a little bit the spectrum. And not just watches, but also a bit of fashion. So we've started with Xenia. You know, we've done the triple stitches before, and we're trying to elevate these partnerships, you know, around fashion, watches, jewelry, just to have like a full lifestyle element for the club.
Sick. Well,
thank you so much.
It was a pleasure, man. It's good to see you. Good to see the watches, to hear the stories behind them.
Thank you.
Guys, let me know which one was your favorite. I know mine, but try to guess it in the comment section below. Again, thank you so much. Wish you all the best. And if you have some questions, just don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Exactly. And also, Habibi, come to Dubai. Right?
And come to Dubai.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks.